but I mainly focus on this one and how it was done. So as I was saying, what interests me most with movies are how certain things are done. It's just this one long take of a camera that goes through a series of doors, and the doors, once going through one door, you're just going to the same room as before, but it's slightly smaller, and it goes all the way until it's a sort of matchbox size room, and it's all done in one shot. And I just explain how it was done, the camera and the setup, and yeah, the sort of secret behind it as such.
Okay.
And I particularly chose this because it's modern effects, but it's not actually computer-generated effects, which is nice to see.
And why do you think that goes to what you kind of set out to do as part of the blog?
Because this will be interesting for people who like making movies or want to know how they're made, not just people who enjoy movies. So it's a little bit more of a niche.
Mm. Yeah, which is what you sort of said. So when you did your sort of research, what blogs did you look at, and why did you come to this?
The blogs I looked at, if I can just recap my memory. It's because this is full screen, I think. One of the ones which actually made me want to make more of a niche rather than a mainstream blog which is just doing reviews and stuff is this really cool blog which focuses just on movie titles, so like opening credits and closing credits and how they're made, and it's this blog which goes into like massive depth about famous movie titles, not even just famous, just particular ones.
So like the Bond titles, you mean? Kind of
yeah, exactly. And just like often it's like such a specialist area, which I didn't know much about at all, and then I found out more about it. I think these are screenshots of some of the blogs I went on. This one wasn't very good actually. Notes on Films, quite a well-known one. Again, that's just doing reviews of not just mainstream movies, smaller indie movies,
Danish
foreign,
one,
yeah.
I've not heard of that Notes on Film. It's very plain, isn't it?
It's not particularly engaging, but I think the content in terms of what they're writing is quite strong. But yeah, it's a lot of foreign movies going on. Yeah. That was just looking at different tips on making blogs. Really good one I was told about actually by a colleague was this one which looks at statistics in film. Again, that's another niche area. They just use numbers in the industry. This is a screenshot of one of the articles, how will Brexit affect the UK film industry. Actually, out of all of his articles, this is probably like the least number-based. And
what was that blog called?
Off the top of my head, I can't remember. I'll find another. I should be able to find another screenshot somewhere here. These are all just screenshots of my stuff. Oh, I would love to remember his name. I wonder if it's... Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but it's really good. It's really good because it's just numbers, and numbers are always exciting, and it could be anything. Like, yeah, the most recent article was how do movies and flights change between like flight carrier, and it just shows which carriers are showing which films, who shows older films, who shows more relevant films, who shows more horror. It's silly things like that, but it's just...
So why do you think those niche things are more successful in blogs than they are in... Like, do you think they've got an audience in blogs? Are these quite... I mean, I saw one for Flickering Myth. I used to write for them.
Really?
Yeah. Just when I was about your age. So why do you think those blogs work? Like, 'cause they're all quite famous and quite big. I mean, how many followers does... I mean, Film 4, I assume, has got lots, but...
Yeah, some of the other ones have got huge amounts. I looked at like a top 10 of the UK, that was in it, this Flickering Myth. I think some have moved more from blogs to actual websites. So you go on there and they're called blogs, but they look like websites. I'm sure I had more screenshots.
Okay, I mean, it's all right, we'll move off there, but we don't need to go into massive detail. Talk me through the kind of, just quickly, how you made the one that you've got. So talk me through the back end that you've got there, how you created the blog that you've got.
Oh, okay. Fortunately, WordPress makes everything quite easy, so even dummies like myself can work out how to make a website. So they give you a choice of templates, choose a template,